Thanks for sticking with Iowa Game Day. It was a season to forget for the Iowa football team, and that includes the players, the coaches, as well as the fans. But as we get closer to the end of the calendar year, we are still taking a look at the positives that we saw this year from the Hawks on the gridiron. It's our top 5 plays from the Iowa football season. We're down to number 4, and it takes us back to the game against Northern Iowa on September 15th. A star was born, not really a top play, more of an emergence. The world met Mark Weisman after Damon Bullock left with an injury. Kirk Ferentz had to put in the transfer fullback from Air Force. I'd say it worked out. Weisman accounted for 147 yards and 3 touchdowns as the Hawkeyes beat UNI 27-16. Weisman, of course, went on to have a very remarkable season. So we throw the emergence of Mark Weisman up on our top 5 board. Christian Kirksey's pick 6 against Minnesota sits at number 5. We will continue to count down on the Fox 28 News at 9 to the top play of the Iowa football season. That will be revealed on Christmas Day. Tom Petty once wrote, "The waiting is the hardest part." And that's just about how plenty of college football teams feel this time of year once they find out they're going bowling, including Iowa State. The Cyclones play in the Liberty Bowl on New Year's Eve day. It's a 2:30 kickoff against Tulsa and Memphis, Tennessee. Bowl season is very long. Still a week until this game kicks off, and the Liberty Bowl by no means anywhere close to the end of this thing. Having more time to prepare has its pros and cons, but according to Paul Rhodes, you shouldn't overthink it too much. Listen to his final message to his team before they make the trip to Memphis.
I'm telling them to have fun. Be careful, first of all, in their travel to get home with their families. But December 31st is such a great bowl date because they get to spend Christmas at home. And I'm excited to hear about what they get and what they give and time spent with family. And I know they'll have great energy when they arrive in Memphis on the 26th.
To pay the bills once again, but keep it here. We take a look at a busy day in the NFL next on Iowa Game Day. Welcome back to Iowa Game Day. We appreciate you staying with us. It's a busy day in the NFL tomorrow. Week 16 has plenty of important matchups. Let's focus, though, on the NFC North. Green Bay hosts Tennessee on Sunday. The Packers have already clinched the division and therefore a playoff spot. They're still fighting for a bye, though, and right now they sit in that 3 seed. They need to pass the 49ers to get the 2. Now, if you recall, the Pack had a bye in last year's playoff. It didn't work out too well. They lost their first game to the eventual Super Bowl champion New York Giants. And while that has head coach Mike McCarthy thinking, it doesn't change their goal.
It's important to have a healthy football team. And if you have the opportunity to achieve the bye week, that's what we're working for. So I'll make that clear right now. We're going to play all the way through, and we're hopeful to get, secured a number 3 bye at a minimum this week, and hopefully be in position to move up to number 2. So we obviously need help for that.
Now, once upon a time, Chicago was in control of that division, but after a plethora of injuries and dropping 5 of their last 6, things have changed. Now, as the Bears enter their game at Arizona tomorrow, Lovie Smith's team is just fighting for a wild card spot. Tough spot to be in. Brandon Marshall explains it pretty well.
Winning is contagious, and unfortunately losing is too. And it's all about a mindset. I look back, on the teams I've been on the past, 6 years, and, I've never been to the playoffs. So I understand, as someone who sit back and watch and observe, I understand what losing is and I understand what winning is. And this is a winning team. This is a winning organization. So that's what really frustrates me and other guys, when you look at what's been going on these past few weeks.
Both these games will be on when you turn on your TV tomorrow. The Packers-Titans game is on our sister station, CBS 2. That's a noon kickoff right here on Fox. We have a doubleheader. The early game is Minnesota at Houston. The Vikings also battling for a playoff spot right now. The Bears game kicks off just before 3:30 Central Time. Chicago is at Arizona for the first time since the Cardinals let them off the hook. One more break on Iowa Game Day. If we get some time, we'll laugh a little bit. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching Iowa Game Day. We hope to see you right around the corner at the CBS 2 News at 10. I'll leave you tonight with a look back at some of the more laughable sports moments of 2012.